Today, we set out to find a waterfall hidden deep in the rainforest of Bribri. We found out the hard way that the road to get there will be a lot more difficult than we expected. So for today's adventure, we're gonna be trying to find this waterfall in the town of Bribri. So my aunt is probably gonna get us very lost. So who knows what we'll find today, but I'm sure it'll be an adventure.
So the scale here in Costa Rica for this trip, everything is 20 minutes away, which translates to about 5 hours.
Yeah.
So 20 minutes away just puts it into perspective.
Yeah.
You know, everything is just 5 hours away.
Yeah.
Hopefully the machete guy doesn't come out of the woods and kill us. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
If only you had your machete.
Apparently there was a machete man there that sneaks out of the woods at you and robs you. So hopefully we don't encounter him, but we'll see what happens. While mapping our directions to the waterfall, driving distance is only 27 kilometers from where we are staying. So we figured this would be an easy drive down the road. We had no idea what we were in for. We were greeted by a sign that said 4-wheel drive vehicles only. Mind you, we were in a 4x4 diesel Toyota that is built for these back roads, but as we started to ascend, we noticed this only got steeper and steeper. Unfortunately, the most terrifying parts of the road we were unable to film because we were all too focused on what was going on, but we can assure you these roads were narrow enough for one vehicle and completely straight down on one side. There was absolutely no room for error. So guys, we saw the entrance to the waterfall and it had a sign that said 4-wheel drive only. So literally we didn't know what we were getting into and we were on the top of a mountain. The roads have been super narrow. It's super sketchy and really freaked us all out. Now we have to drive back down the mountain. I don't even know if we're gonna find the waterfall. I think we're still gonna try to go down another little path, but this one's super sketchy. As we searched for the path to the waterfall, we decided to have everyone hike down to the other trailhead, and me, Amber, and Matt would drive the car back to the trail due to it being just so dangerous. Looking over the side, although it was horrifying to drive up, it's hard not to be astonished by the beauty of this mountainside. Now that we were able to get both cars safely to the parking spot, we were able to start our hike to the waterfall. This hike cuts through dense jungle, and on a hot day like today, this will have you looking forward to jumping into some fresh water.
He's lucky he's got like these little...
So, if anything happens, worst comes to worst, we have these walking sticks.
Yeah.
That can be used as weapons.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, you know what?
This waterfall is well kept by the locals. When you arrive at the top of the mountain, the farmers ask you to pay to park at their parking lot. At first this seems like a scam, but to see how well maintained the trail was and to also be accompanied by a farmer who brought us down to the trail seems like it was worth the fee. But fair warning, there was really a review on the waterfall saying that they were robbed by a machete-wielding man that came out of the jungle, so it's always best to keep your wits about you and go with a group.
Do you see it, Amber?
Yeah, it's right here.
Are the kids okay?
Yeah, they're with everyone.
As if you remember from our ziplining video, the instructor was telling us that these are the walking palm trees. So right here, all these legs that grow out of them, basically one of them will die and then a new one will replant itself. We finally made it to the waterfall and it made the hike instantly worth it. The water cascading down the rocks was so scenic and there was already some locals enjoying the day here with their kids. One of the kids told me he lived nearby and this was his favorite spot to come and play every day. What do you think?
I love it, but I'm not going in it because it's cold.
What do you think about the mountain coming over here?
I think I'm gonna walk down.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Jump! Yup! Yeah! Nice!
I will admit, the water was cold at first, but on a day like today, it made it hard not to want to jump in and cool off. It's important to really just take in your surroundings here. In the jungle, there's so much to see just all around you. Alright guys, so despite the incredibly sketchy road we had to take to get here, it's been really fun. We're all jumping off the waterfall. The kids had a really good time, so we're still nervous on driving back down this mountain, but it was definitely worth it. We had a lot of fun here.
We had to do like a 1,000-point turn to turn around. On the cliff.
So I didn't get a lot of video of the mountain coming up because we were so focused on driving, but we're gonna have Matt hold the GoPro on the way down so you guys can see how scary it is. And for the part we were least looking forward to, it was time to head back down the mountain. The GoPro footage doesn't do it justice, but to put it in perspective, at some points while we were trying to stop, Roads were so steep, and because of the sand, the car would actually lose traction, and we felt a lot better once we made it past the 4-wheel drive only sign.
So we all made it back over Death Mountain, part 2. We're all safe. Back at home.
And good job, Zach, for not driving.